Hey there, and thank you so much for joining me for today's practice tips, which are all about breathing. My name is Tammy Schraub. I'm a yoga teacher and yoga therapist in training, and today I want to talk to you about breathing. So a couple of things that I wanted to address is first our way of thinking about breathing, which is kind of just this concept or perception that we have. And a lot of times the verbiage that we hear, or me as a yoga teacher will sometimes use, is to deepen your breath. And maybe that's the incorrect language, because for me personally, when I think about deepening something, I think about making it bigger. So when it comes to the breath, it's like a bigger breath in, a bigger breath out. And I'm sure that you have maybe experienced either doing that or hearing someone in your yoga class breathing in that way. But really, what we want to think about is lengthening and making the breath more subtle. So a visual that you can kind of keep in your mind about this is just that, your lungs only have a certain capacity. And yes, we might be taking a fuller breath in and a fuller breath out when we are breathing more intentionally, but we're not trying to inflate our lungs more than usual. We're just trying to slow down the breath so that we're taking in less air per second. That's just kind of the visual that I like to give, but you can kind of think about taking in less amount of air slower. So the second thing is, when you experience shortness of breath with asthma or other conditions that give you shortness of breath, or you just feel like you really can't get a decent breath in for any number of reasons. So it seems counterintuitive, but the thing that we need to focus on when we're experiencing that shortness of breath or an inability to get a nice full breath in is the exhale, because a visual is like your lungs are like a cup, and a cup only has so much capacity. If you empty it all the way, you can refill it all the way. But if you only empty a third, then you can only add a third in there. So it's kind of like your lungs. If you are only exhaling half the air, then you can't breathe in a full breath in. It would only be like a half breath in, right? So let's work on this together, just to give you an example. So we're going to put our hands on our stomach, if that feels good for you, and just taking a breath in. Just notice the quality or the amount, if you can kind of guess, like, of your inhale. And then as you exhale, purse lips, so like you're breathing out through a straw, and you're going to also pull in your low belly and feel your hands coming in towards your center. So go ahead and breathe in. Exhale through pursed lips, so like you're breathing out through a straw. Breathe in. Exhale through pursed lips, like you're breathing out through a straw, and gently and progressively hug in your low belly. One more time. And exhale through pursed lips. Now just breathe in. And breathe out, so you can keep your mouth closed. Gently and progressively hugging in your low belly. Feel the quality of your inhale as you breathe in now. And exhale. So today's practice tips were about breathing. Let me know your thoughts below if either of those were helpful for you in allowing you to think differently about your breathing and also experience a different way of breathing. And let me know what you want the next practice tip to be down below.